In the show off campaign, I show off poetry. I write a lot of spoken word, and I like to express myself a lot.
Okay, and I also see that you're a bit of an artist. I heard about you designing T-shirts. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm engaged in a lot of arts and crafts, so I started making T-shirts. I make tie-dye T-shirts, and I make Galaxy shirts. Well, I had got a tutorial offline, but it didn't come out the way that they that they had made it. It came out as my design basically, and everybody liked it, so I started making T-shirts.
Do you sell your T-shirts?
A lot of people buy them.
So where do you sell them at? Or where do you showcase your work?
Friends, like family, people buy them like in my neighborhood.
How do you think your talents can influence the DC youth?
When I do poetry, I speak about the truth. Like my favorite poem or like my piece that I really like that I wrote in my 9th grade year is on hip hop and how hip hop has changed and it's not the same anymore. It has no meaning, it has no substance, and how they're making so much money off of that. And for my T-shirts, it's handmade, and I just want to show people that like I'm not just out here doing anything. Like I wanna be able to be experienced in what I wanna like be successful in.
Do you think that you mentioned that hip hop is changing? Do you think that hip hop is changing and influencing the youth in a positive or a negative way?
Some it's like certain artists in a positive way, and there's a lot of artists that's in negative, because a lot of times they just downgrade like women, and it's not, and then women actually sing those songs, so it's like
they don't realize that they're downgrading themselves. Which artists do you think are influencing the youth in a positive way?
One old one, my favorite, is Tupac. And he has really influenced youth because a lot of youth still listen to him nowadays. And one other artist that's my favorite is Kendrick Lamar. Like if you listen to some of his songs, like they actually have substance and they actually mean things.
One of the good things about the Show Off campaign is it kind of teaches kids to overcome certain obstacles. And one of the major obstacles that kids are facing right now is bullying. How do you think the campaign can help kids overcome being bullied?
I think that they can help overcome bullying by like providing like a group of friends, like a group that will have each other's back. Like when I started the Show Off campaign, I didn't know a lot of people, and now I know that I have a lot of new friends and stuff. Like Jonna, she's one of my close friends, and we became very close. And there are other people in the campaign I really like, and they like help me out. Like if I might have a problem, they'll be there to push me to make sure I'm okay.
Have your experience in the Show Off campaign helped you influence your other friends out that are not a part of the campaign?
It has helped me to like tell them to show off what they can do.
Can you give us an example of your poetry?
You want me to say my whole poem?
Sure.
Okay. Hip hop, hip hop. It all started from the Bronx. Biggie Smalls and Tupac helped make the hip hop with the slick rhymes and big beats to the poetry and beatbox. Hip hop, hip hop. Rappers today think that hip-hop is just about rapping words and singing songs. Nicki Minaj can make a rap about ping-pongs. She would still make millions off of them songs. Hip-hop, hip-hop. If you listen to what they are saying, you'd be like, man, they just playing. Always rapping about girls and having sex, never about children without homes that need to be blessed. Man, rappers today are just a mess. Hip-hop, hip-hop. But you see, I'm the hypocrite. In other words, to every Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj song. But my poem is not here to put anyone down, but look at you. You look like a clown. Mouth full of gold, pocket full of cash. You're not helping no one. You really think you're first class? You should just stop while you're ahead. Filling out here with all this gore. Man, this ain't even hip-hop no more. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Toya.
And what role did you play in the DC Show Off campaign?
I was the fashionista of the campaign.
And how do you think your skills as a fashionista can influence the DC youth?
I think that my skills show DC youth to be original and how they can show their personalities as they walk down the street.
Have you always been interested in fashion?
Yes, for as long as I can remember.
What are your favorite television shows that focus on fashion?
I like America's Next Top Model and Say Yes to the Dress.
Do you think that you want to have a career in the fashion industry?
I don't think that I want to have a career in the fashion industry, but I do like it as a hobby.
And what would you like to be if you don't want to have a career in the fashion industry?
Well, I want to be an actress and a lawyer. So,
an actress and a lawyer?
yes.
That's awesome. Have your other colleagues here influenced you to try new hobbies and activities?
Yes, they've shown me about poetry and like singing and music.
And are those things that you weren't interested in before?
Yes, I was not interested in music or poetry before I did the campaign.
What are some of your favorite things about the campaign?
That it just shows kids to be who they are and not endure peer pressure. And because I know that's a big thing now, peer pressure, and it shows kids that to be comfortable in the skin that they're in, and I think that's very powerful for kids my age.
What role do you play in the DC Show Off campaign?
I just tell people why I love music, and I didn't know at first that it was gonna be like this, because I could have said my talent was poetry, so I didn't take it that serious at that time. But now thinking back, I could have said more about poetry and everything.
So you like both music and poetry?
Yes.
What do you like about music and poetry?
That you like learn different stuff, and you get to express anything you feel in that type of way. Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite music artists?
Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce.
What do you like about Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce?
I don't know. It's just how they are. Like, you don't really get people like that, because like everybody else, they like sing, like rap about stuff like, like gangsters and all that. Kendrick Lamar, he just like, the way I do my poetry, I think like we like the same way about our stuff, and yeah.
What influences your poetry? Like, what are some of the topics that your poetry is about?
My life, the bad and the good stuff. Cause I keep my own journal, and then when I get a chance, I write down my thoughts, and then that's, yeah.
How do you think your talent of poetry and music can influence other DC youth?
It can influence them by trying to do something positive with their life besides going out all the time and doing wild stuff.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
A veterinarian.
And how do you think working with this campaign and being around other positive people can influence you in your goal to reach your goal?
It could keep my mind off of other stuff and keep me in the right path.
What advice would you give other DC youth that are making bad choices with their life?
I would tell them to stop and trying to sign up for programs that with other teens that try to make influences on other people and try to change themselves before it become too late and they regret.